Why, hello there, this is XB Walker, and yes, I just recorded an entire video on this really interesting Civil War naval game. I went to go and edit the video to send it to YouTube, and lo and behold, I had my mic muted the whole time, so there went 20 minutes of my life, and saved you 20 minutes of yours, because I'm remaking the video. Alright, so, guys, we have a new game here called Victory at Sea Ironclad. Well, let me make sure. Yes, Victory at Sea Ironclad. Had to make sure I got that right. And this is a Civil War era game, which I'm always really excited when these sorts of things come out. They don't come out very often, and the ones that do tend to be pretty low quality, with a few exceptions like War of Rights, and I'm sure there's another exception out there I can't think of off the top of my head. Civil War Generals, if any of you could find it online, Sierra's old game from the 90s, Civil War Generals 2, fantastic game. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Victory at Sea, which is purely focused on naval combat, and I am going to just go through it here with you. I'm going to try to keep it short and get straight to the combat, and also finish the video so you guys can get to buying this game and playing it yourself. Okay, so Victory at Sea, there we go. So Victory at Sea, we have two maps here. We've got the world map. This is called the Bridge, which is what we're on now, and we have the first person, third person view, which is actual combat, which I'm going to show you here in a moment. Let me just run you through some of the controls, because this is also a tutorial channel, so I try to get you at least the basic understanding of what's going on. We've got your fleet tab, which shows the current composition of your fleet. There we go, Flotilla 3. This is my Ironclad fleet. I can click on the specific ships and view stats about it. They have their own leveling system per ship. They have special abilities, some of them. This one does not have it, but I think the squadron, one of these have it. Anyway, special abilities come about. Anyway, this is something they should probably fix up with the UI. It's a little hard to use your special abilities because they're assigned to a teeny tiny little button at the bottom. But yeah, so they're special abilities for your ships. They level up individually. You can use them both as cargo ships and as regular warships, which is really cool. And as they level up, they gain more skills. They even have their own captains. Mississippi River Squadron, just my one gunboat, and my Atlantic Blockade Squadron, which is my primary squadron. Okay, let's see, it's move. Okay. Anyway, this is my primary squadron right here. And as you can see, I've got some pretty big ships here. I've got the Wabash, the Minnesota, Cumberland. I've got some awesome frigates. No ironclads in this one because they're a little slow, so I kept this one to just steamers and big ships. Oh, dang it, I hit escape. Don't do that. That's your fleet information. Now we go to territories. This is a list of every port that I own. Remember, this is a naval game, so it's only going to focus on what's touching the ocean. And all the information about it, such as my warehouse is damaged here. It's going to take just short of a month to repair. I'm building some new stuff over here, upgrading, things like that. So you've got an entire economy that you can control, which is very cool. And my logbook, the Neosho class river monitor is now available to build because I leveled up. Up here, you've got your XP. As you complete more naval combat and capture more locations, you're going to gain XP, which gives you access to better and better ships. So we've got the bridge. We can click on individual ports that we've captured or own and see how many troops are in them. We can see what's docked there. Nothing is docked at Fort Monroe. I can upgrade the fort right here. I can add in economic upgrades like sawmills, cotton plantations, tobacco plantations, farms, things like that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you guys some of the naval combat. The world map is pretty self-explanatory. It's just a world map. It's not like other games where you can right-click drag to move. That won't actually work. Left-click won't do it either. Middle mouse button changes perspective. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to WSAD to move around. There are many ports in this game, as you can see. A whole lot of content available. And okay, so here we go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a amphibious invasion and an attack on Plymouth, North Carolina. And we're going to tell him to go... Wait, what? Why is the line coming from the wrong place? I don't know. That's probably a bug. Okay, we're going to tell him to raid the Atlantic Blockade. Let's make sure my mic's working. Yes, it is. Okay. So what we've got going on here is 1x time. So that means that time is literally traveling as it would in real time. I'm going to increase time by hitting my plus key until I'm at 400%. Enemy vessel spotted in the Atlantic. That's probably this guy. Here comes my squadron. Spotted near Grand Gulf. Okay. There we go. He's on his way. Atlantic Ocean. I wish there was a way to customize those tooltips. Oh, looks like he's going to come and try to retake Elizabeth City. Really? Okay. All right, but we'll come back to that. So we're going to enter combat. Now, this port only has 50 troops, so it should be easily captured by me. However, we still have to get rid of their coastal defenses because they will shred us. As far as I can tell, there's only a few maps at the moment in this game. I'm hoping that they improve upon that. It's very similar to Grand Tactician, how they've only got like 2 or 3 maps for the whole game, like Bull Run and a couple others. So I'm hoping that that improves over time here. As you can see, the FPS is a little bit wonky when I've got... It's not bad. It's not bad. I do have my graphics maxed out, so I can't blame the developers for that. Alright, so these are my zones of fire. And what we've got to do is we've got to take out the coastal batteries first. These things will absolutely shred my ships. So, we're going to right-click and attack this first battery. This is something I think they should work on adding to the game, which is making it so you can tell your ships what kind of targets to prefer. Like, I have to specifically tell them to attack the batteries for them to take those out first. Otherwise, these batteries just make quick work of my fleet. You can change your time with plus and minus, just like with the... oh, here we go. Just like with the world map. Let's see if my first shot gets lucky. Oh, what a shot! This is why I like steamers. Steamers have those rifled cannons on the front. Very well done, men. Let's see if you can get another lucky shot. The first video I shot of this, they missed like 10 shots. It was the most embarrassing thing. And I actually lost a ship just while showing the tutorial just because they couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. And Squadron B, by the way, is the USS Pawnee. And that has my troops. Can't really see them. There we go. Troops 205, crew 157, ammunition 1375. I haven't seen any engagements where I came even close to running out of ammunition. Oh, what a shot. All right, that's 2 out of 2. Let's keep the pain train rolling. Where is the next cannon? It's the next one. Oh, the next one's all the way down here. We might actually be able to get away with not even having to engage the other cannons. Possibly. So now what my ships are going to start doing is they're going to start bombarding the town. You'll see the health of the town goes down. They have to individually hit every single house and building in order to lower the health of the town. Go get them, Red 5. Alright, now there goes my frigates. They have much more firepower. They're making a mess in this little Confederate town. Coming in for the broadside. How's the Pawnee doing? Pawnee's back here, just steaming on in. Now we're going to be getting into range of the enemy cannons soon. The ones over here on the right. Mind you, this is early in the game, so it's a pretty light fleet as far as armaments go. Later in the game, when you've bought them all, you can have tons of frigates, you can have ironclads. I've got another ironclad fleet, which I haven't shown you guys, but ironclads are fun, man. They can take a pounding. However, I like frigates because they remind me of the old battleships, which have the just full broadsides. Alright, so let's send Squadron A. You guys get shot at by the battery. Better take it out. Come on, get it, get it, get it, get it. Here goes. Go. And obviously, the higher skill level your ships are, the better their accuracy is and overall combat ability. Better take that battery out. You're going to start to lose ships. Get him with that rifled gun. Here they come. 2 rifle gunshots. Boom! Alright, coastal defenses destroyed. Now my fleet is free to just wreak havoc. And there's also an indicator that will pop up here that I think indicates how the tide of battle is rolling. So if the arrows point left, it means the enemy's counterattacking me. If they're pointing right, it means I'm assaulting them. I think. I cannot verify this, but it seems that way, because as soon as that happened, they lost a ton of troops. Oh, they're counterattacking. 8 versus 190. I sure hope I don't die. Come on. There it is. Okay, so I recommend you go to view on map. Don't just hit continue, because then you just keep fighting nothing. Confederacy lost 50 troops, 52 civilians, 56 structures, and I captured Plymouth with only a loss of 15 of my own troops. Excellent. I've also leveled up, which has given me access to the Kansas-class gunboat, a couple of other gunboats, the Ozark-class river monitor, and Malvern-class steamer. Steamers are pretty cool. They carry long cannons. They're not particularly powerful, but the cannons are very long range, so they're actually quite effective. Now I'm going to go after this blockade runner, because I have a feeling he's trying to take back Elizabeth City. So you've got your resources: gold, timber, coal, iron, food, cotton, sugar, tobacco, crew, which is very important. This is what you need to man your ships, and ammunition. All those things can be produced at the various ports. Now, some ports have these already built. Other ones you have to upgrade manually. For example, Norfolk already had a tobacco plantation, a farm, and a sawmill, because it's kind of a higher end port there. And it's also got warehouses, tons of batteries. This was a fun one to capture for me. It took quite a bit of fighting. And I can create ships at the shipyards. Not every port has a shipyard, but every port is a port. You could dock there and repair. And you could see here, for example, the Raritan class sailing frigate. That's also the name of a data center company. It takes 300 food. And unfortunately, I don't have that much food in yet. So I would not be able to create this. However, I could make the USS Mississippi. It has all the stats on your ships, which is just cool. And if you're a naval enthusiast especially, you're going to love this part. You know, looking at all the stats of your ship, all the different models. It looks like they've modeled every single one of these, which is really cool. Definitely a lot of love seems to have been put into this game. And you can build them that way. Up here, we've got our resources. So this shows how much we're going to bring in every turn. So I should have enough food. Let's see, I'm bringing in 108. So I should have enough food by the next turn, 5 days from now. My objectives, it will give you general objectives. Force the rebels to surrender. That's kind of the objective of the whole war. Don't let 500 blockade runners through. I've been completely failing there because I'm just sort of working my way down the coast, ignoring them. And then capture Biloxi, Mississippi. That is going to be a while. All right, guys, that is pretty much it. That's the basics of the game. There's a lot more that you can experience while playing it. But if you're a big Civil War person like myself, or you're just you're really into naval games, this might be worth a look. The price is a little steep, but it is on sale sort of right now. I think like 10% off. And I mean, it could be worth it if you're a Civil War person and you want to support this company. I always want to support companies that are making Civil War games, because I mean, no one makes a Civil War game thinking, oh, I'm going to make a fortune off of all these idiots who love the Civil War, because it's such a niche corner of the internet. So you know that people making these Civil War games are truly passionate about the subjects that they make the game for. So if you want to support people like this developer who makes this game, consider buying it. And yeah, that's about it. All right. Anyway, guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed that, and check out Victory at Sea Ironclad.